Same, if you are the same, it's gonna take 1 day to get the answer. 1 hour.
Yeah.
If we stop so we need everybody on board. Just be strong with our association, and then we're gonna make a difference. Believe or not. Believe or not.
Yes.
So, I don't want
to be deactivated because your email is associated with your driver app and passenger app. You need to create another email so that it's different from your driver's app. Alright? And then we're gonna send them an email. I would like to have those drivers who have been deactivated to give me your name, your account number and everything. So we can send them an email so they can reinstate you back.
Is Ben Asafa. He is the association consultant. He's been consulting us almost 3 years. We haven't paid him that much because we didn't have money to pay him. But he's still volunteered to do what he does for us, and he's here with us today. Waleed, of course, he's also been involved at the airport, organizing drivers, trying to get everybody to come together. Tio to my left, of course you all know Tio, I don't have to tell you guys. Mark, he's also been organizing. Ramon, he's helping us with Facebook and everything, passing out messages, everything. Agenda that we have called you in, I'm sure you've seen your text. So I'm gonna have Ben lay out or tell you a little bit of story about how the association was formed, where it is now, and where it's going. So I have the floor for Ben.
Okay, thank you. My name is Ben Asafa. I've been involved with this association since October 2013. We formed this association based out of necessity. As you remember, in 2013, Uber and Lyft were operating without reach of regulations. So, a group of drivers came together and asked me to form this, help them to form this association. So we formed this association. It's registered, it's legal. We comply with the state regulations. Still, it's active status. This association has its own bylaw, rule of laws, members' code of conduct, and good stuff. It has everything. It operated with a limited member so far, but what we did is, first we went to the city and communicated our concern. To do that, first what we did is what we are. We are, not only drivers. We are investors. We invest a lot. We have the vehicles. We know the city. We have the experience. We are the community. But outsiders came and operating without rules and regulations and taking advantage of that. And we were asking them to stop that, or at least be lenient on us. They were so enforcing the law on us, but allow the other groups to operate and take advantage of the system. During that time, there was a city formed a transportation for hire committee. In that committee, this association was represented. Although we don't have much resource, we have the passion and we have the concern. And what we did was, we organized a certain group of people what they want. So we communicated, general consensus ideas. We don't want restrictive language in the ordinance, like the free arrangement, 30 minutes wait, those kind of things. We chose to avoid it. We put for 24/7 insurance, although that didn't work. There was others, heavily loaded language that will restrict the already operating legally formed companies, so that the other group, destroys the small operating companies to turn all drivers to part-time drivers. So we fought our best. We got something, but we didn't go it all. We know that some of you may disagree with did is we didn't miss any meetings. We went to public hearings and expressed our concerns. We wrote a lot of letters and proposals. We went to the meeting not as a listener, we provided inputs, and we are proactive in those meetings. We have our own website for members to see what we did, what proposal we offered. We have mass texting, messaging, capacity now. Almost 400 drivers' phone numbers are registered, and we are sending that to you guys. We also, in 2014, June 2014, when Uber made a decision to deactivate certain age-limited cards, there was a concern of our members and came to us and asked for help. So we organized a meeting and wrote a letter to the Dallas Uber office, the concerns of the drivers, how it affects them and their family. And the association also officers went to the Uber office and communicated that. Due to that, we were able at least to give them some time, transition time after 6 months. That was due to this association. And also, recently, you remember, we also organized an effort before the Uber-X driver were allowed to operate at airports. We signed up a petition, and we forwarded that petition with a letter to Uber office, to city officials, airport officials, how it's going to affect us, and if it's not, unfairness, but that it didn't go well, but we have that documentation also. The other thing we did was we encouraged the recent events, we encouraged drivers to be aware of the strikes, and as you know, that Uber missteps generated huge, alliance of drivers to assert their rights, and that was what we are always hoping to do. Currently, if there is any kind of meetings by transportation officials like city or airports, we will be communicated, so we'll be participating. We build a good relationship, we have the goodwill, we have the channel to communicate. So what we need is always, we lack this support of drivers. So this association is always ready to channel your concern, to communicate formally, legally, and also in 2014, we tried to reach out to different app companies to come and use the opportunity created by these groups, the DFW drivers. And there was one company that came from San Diego, it was 2.B. It operated for 8 months, and most of you were, active, involved, committed to promote that app. But due to operational reasons, those, app companies pulled out. So we are always advocating now. You cannot rely on one system, one portal, or this platform is always abusive, is monopolizing our market, our supply, our customers. So that, we may found a short-term solution, but this association is looking for long-term solution, which is to form an app that's owned by drivers, operated by drivers, managed by drivers, and also, provide a mechanism to benefit profit sharing system. We found an app that will do that, so if you are interested, that's available currently. Other than that, this association still is, as he said, it requires a lot of time to do all this. It requires our time, our resource, and our ability. So we need support. We have to strengthen it, and we have to use this legally formed association by strengthening leadership. In short, that's all I want to say. But if you want to know more, we already send you a link to this statements, and we have the information on the website also. It's called aldoofw.com. That's all I have. Thank you.
Basically, what we wanted to do is make you, aware what the association has been doing and what has been done for some of you who are not aware. And we would have, at the end of the meeting, we'll have question and answers session. We'll cover so many of your concerns. Next, the main reason that we wanted to call this meeting is because first, we have had a little bit victory with Uber, as you're aware. It's not over yet, but somehow we were able to go back to do what we do, which is Uber Black. But we still have a problem with drivers. I'm sorry to say this. Some of you might be here, some of you are not here. Still choosing to do Uber XL and Select on your black car. So that is one thing that will definitely affect us in the long term, guys. The first reason we were in this situation is because we allowed it. We were greedy. You know, we were saying, oh, I don't want to wait 4 hours at the airport. I don't want to wait 6 hours here and there. I mean, I'm sure you guys heard this every day from us. And you will continue to hear it until black car stays black, guys. And then X, Select, XL, they can choose to do different vehicles. So unless and until we address those issues, guys, our problem's not going to go away. I just read an email that Wade just showed me, and it states that, you know, some of the vehicles that are not supposed to be what they are, but they are. So again, I'll urge you guys, this is just our suggestion to you guys, to stay Uber Black. In the long term, in the long run, we would succeed, guys.
Yes.
Otherwise, we are killing ourselves. The reason being is because if the guy can get a black car in the XL or Select rate, why would he call a black car? And that is the negotiation that we've been having with Uber, that we will be having with Uber, that black stays black. Because on the meetings, if Mark and some of you remember, they said, how can we improve the black car service? What thoughts and suggestions do you guys have? And instead of just saying, rejecting, you don't want this, you don't want that, what option, what solution do you have? So they brought that solution to us to figure out what we need to do. I mean, they want to hear some input, whether they take it in or not. But if we continue to do Uber X and XL, guys, and Select on your black car, again, you're hurting your driver, your fellow drivers. So avoid that. I know there are some Uber Select XL drivers with us today. We are with you guys no matter what. This is not just the Uber Black, Uber X, or Uber driver as a whole. So if you guys get your numbers together and we get our numbers together, we will do something together. That's the promise from the side, guys. We're willing to stand with you guys, but not with 20 drivers or not 30 drivers, you know. We want to make sure that everybody is involved, everybody, because one driver can affect many. Let me go back to the association a little bit so that you can understand. While this association was formed, it was only formed by few concerned drivers. But the association was open for all. Association, open arm, you know, made so many invitations, sent out so many texts, emails, letters to all drivers, all region, you know, all countries. But nobody bothered because we were busy making money. While we guys, I mean, I'm not trying to say, guys, give me a credit, but no, I've done it for myself, guys. I don't want to be treated bad. I don't want nobody to treat us bad. So I do it for myself. I took that initiative saying, no, I won't let that happen. So as the rest of the drivers who were with us, they said, no, this is not going to happen. That's the reason why the association was formed. You know, in Texas or in the US or any place, anything can be done with negotiation and behind, you know, closed door.
Yes.
We can demonstrate, that's good. That is to get some attention. But in order for them to take us serious, we have to make this association strong, guys. In fact, DFW have just sent us an email saying that they wanted to meet us on October 6th. to discuss some of our issues. The city of Dallas, the same thing. I just got the email today. So if we're not organized, guys, if we don't stand together, if we don't look out one another, the chances of us failing, chances of getting defeated, is very easy. Uber is a $50 billion company. Are we worried about only Uber? No. How about other companies that are trying to do business here? We want to set a standard. We want to set example.
Exactly.
That you respect the drivers, because these are the drivers that make you money. These are the drivers that bring you money. If you guys didn't turn on your app, will Uber make money?
No.
Will Uber be Uber the way it is?
No.
Exactly. So ask the question to yourself. How can I contribute to this association? How can we be effective? How can we get organized? How can we make it strong? So some of the ideas that we have circulated is that now we have different people from different regions. On the board of directors, we'd like to include people from each region, to be represented well, so that people can address it easily. If every one of us have if we are 300 today, or 200 or 50, we all have different ideas. We all have different things we want to do. If we collectively come together, guys, we can make this happen. If there's anyone who would disagree with that, somebody's not seeing the bigger picture. Uber wants us to be divided. We don't let that happen, guys. We stay strong till the end. Even some of the new companies that we're talking about, that we're trying to go negotiate, if we don't get the term that we want, it's not going to happen. Guys, don't go individually and try to go sign up. If you go sign up individually, they'll treat you individually. That's the same thing they told us when we had those 18 drivers. We tried to bring them back. They said their account is separate, so we have to deal with them separately. You see, they have no respect for people. They've sent them text for 18 of them. When 18 of them showed up there, oh, your case is with legal. We can't do anything. Hakeem and Tio, they went on Monday or Tuesday, I think.
Yeah.
They didn't even want to talk to them. They disrespected them. They want to do the same thing on Thursday, on Thursday when we went, me, Mark, some of the guys, we went together. They want to do the same thing. We said, no. You guys said the same thing, and these drivers have not done this because the association told them to do it. If you want to ban, you can ban my account. More, everybody. They said, you can ban our account. Then we can talk. But those guys didn't do nothing. All they did is they requested a quote, and when the driver picks up, asked them to join the rally. That's what they did. What's wrong with that? They said, no, they're not supposed to do this, they're not supposed to do that. Anyway, our position is 1 and 1. You turn those drivers back on, or the strike is going to come back Friday. And he asked me if I was making a trick. I said, no, I'm not making a trick. I'm telling you that you're not doing what you're not respecting us. They said they're in the meetings. What do you mean you guys are in the meetings? We're wasting our time here, and you guys are in the meetings? Unless we get something done today, we're not leaving. And if you're not going to turn them off, just tell us you're not going to turn them off. So one by one, they turned everybody back on. Everybody. We go separately? No. You see how they treat you separately. So I'm not going to say too much. I'll have some of my colleagues and all of my colleagues say a few things about the importance of the association. I mean, you guys are aware, we don't want to repeat things, but we want to make sure that among each other, everybody, when you sit in the car, when you're outside, when you're, with your colleagues, this is the conversation we need to have. In fact, October 16th to the 18th, there's a nationwide strike. How many of you are willing to strike on that day? You see? This is nothing. I mean, I appreciate you would do, but this number means nothing for Uber. We want to get more numbers, guys. We want to make statements. I respected the guy who initiated that in, I think, Kansas City. Now nationwide, everybody knows him. Every media want to talk to him. Every media wanted to cover him because he stood for his right. Let us do the same here.
Let us do the same here. I'll turn the mic to you.
Good. First of all, before I commence, Mr. Mike, please stand. Mike, please stand. Please stand. Can we all give Mr. Mike a hand of Why are we doing that? Mike felt it expedient to offer us this place instead of standing in the sun to discuss important issues, and he did it free. That's all. See, one thing I always speak and I tell people is cohesiveness. If we have cohesiveness among us, there's no way anyone will be able to infiltrate our bond. If you look at it, we literally spend more time together than we even spend with our family nowadays. We see each other every single day. We talk, we laugh, we joke, we fight, but yet still we see each other. You know, but it's good that we starting something. You know, like I tell everybody, to 1,000,000 miles, you have to take the first step. This is the first step. Uber will come back, and Uber will come back strong. They're just trying to visit all the legalities that they can catch us with. And if we don't prepare ourselves, we're going to be crawling back. One thing I would urge us, look at yourself as a valuable person.
Yes.
Look at yourself that you are important. No one is better than you, and you are not better than nobody.
Yes.
If you sell yourself cheap, people are going to buy you cheap.
Yeah.
If you sell yourself for quality, people are going to look at you with quality. I'll give you an example. I went to the gallery. I bought a jacket from Ross for I think $50. And I went to the gallery, and that particular jacket, I saw it for $300. But guess what? Everybody was buying that jacket for $300. It was looking really good. I'm saying this to say that the way we carry ourselves, that's how people respect us. We all want to make money. I know some of the owners of the vehicles, they are paying in the neck, but getting $2, come on now. And I'll tell you this, the people that pay $2 and $3, those are the ones that are really, really problematic. Those are the ones that want to, why am in this car, I'm not getting water? Why aren't you opening the door? Why the car is dirty? Those are paying cheap, want more quality. And those are providing the qualities that pay more. They don't really care. They just want you to take them to point A and point B. So if you're going to sell yourself short and you're going to shoot us in the leg, then no need. Because I was looking, we kill ourselves from the embryonic stage when we start that FIFO. We had tons of cars, all of them were select, and they should have been SUV and black. So for that reason, the wait was like 4 or 5 hours. But if everybody was going to turn the app on SUV and black, the wait wouldn't be 4 or 5 hours. Today I was shocked. I went to the airport, I stayed 2 hours. Because we didn't have selects. You will not select, they won't be black. Which means if you turn you see, then we're being selfish. We're not real to ourselves. The select people have to make money. Alright? If we all turn our apps to select, we shouldn't select in the foot. And we're killing ourselves softly. It's almost like somebody putting the poison in your food bit by bit. And you're eating it bit by bit. It's not taking effect, but it's a long-range effect. And then we all cry, oh, Uber doing this. No, we're doing it to ourselves, yo.
Exactly.
So until we can stand and own up to all our responsibility and say, look, you know what happened? I'll feel good if I go and even make $2, but do the right thing, than to make $3 doing the wrong thing. You know, it's just a strong testament. United we stand, divided we fall. So let us stand together and we got bigger goals. Like he said with the airport, our fight right now with the airport, we want the black to be a brand. The same way you have Texas. We're fighting for curbside.
Right.
Because once we get the curbside, guess what? Uber will come crawling to us. Because every money you make is going directly to you. You don't have second party. But can we do it alone? We have to do it with you guys' help. Because once we go there, the airport right now, they're waiting to talk to us because they saw the crowd that turned on. We told them, if we can get a reasonable deal, we're going to be standing right in front of the airport. Because we're paying the same money that the taxi is paying. But we have to work together.
Right.
We have to work together. Let us work together. Let us pay our dues so that we can get a lawyer behind us. Because sometimes, I'll tell you this fun. It was...
When we met the Congress lady?
Thursday, everybody was working though. And it was busy InfoWars. It was busy InfoWars, Dallas, everywhere. Hakeem, him, and myself, with Borati, we left. We turned our apps on. We were in that woman's office for almost 4 hours. We didn't work. We didn't get paid for it. There's a possibility that you could get out and get a $200 score. But why did we do it? We did it because we cared. We did it because we know there is light beyond the thunder. So let us do what we do best. Let us start respecting ourselves so that Uber can respect us. Guys, thank you.
Sorry guys, I just wanted to invite one of the community guy who's been helping us, Mr. Jassim. If you're sitting behind, please.
I'm sorry, I was late.
No worries. Come join us, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming today. We said a lot of things, but eventually we have to put things to action. What we're gonna do next? How that's gonna help us? I urge the association to appoint a committee where we could move on to adopt a resolution where we could create our own app, the driver app. A lot of people, they say, well, it's gonna take 6 months or maybe a year. But we have to start. We have to start right now. We cannot trust Uber anymore. You fool me once, shame on you. You fool me twice, shame on me. And we need to do it right now. It's gonna cost us some money, but we all gonna contribute to that app. We have to set the example for the nation, not just Dallas, every city in the nation. That movement will become alive when we create our own app. Nobody's gonna charge you 25% anymore. We charge you 10%. That 10% goes to the cost of the app and the administration of the business. In 6 months, you'll be good to go. And we'll put that advertisement in your to see that happening. I would suggest the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we appoint that committee. We start doing fundraising, driver, company involved, everybody involved in that movement. We're doing for ourselves, every one of us. And we are entitled to that. This is our business, this is our town. We are the transportation guys. When people come to town, we meet them at the airport. We take them to dinner. We take them to a hotel. Not Uber, nobody else. Not even the city of Dallas or the FW. We do that business. So we could tell everybody, get in your car. What are we doing? What are we gonna do? And also the price. I think it's a little bit too high. What I see somebody from DFW to downtown is $100, that's way too much. That would drive our customer away from us. You don't want that to happen. That's way too much. We could live with $65 from the airport to downtown to the business district. That's a good enough for us. We need more customer to read to that black car and dial that number. What Uber doing when they float the price, I think they try to drive us out of business. And that's exactly what they're doing. And I don't want that $90. You don't want it may look good, but I don't want it. I want $65 only. That's good enough for me, what I'm doing. We've been doing that business since 1988. And $65 is sufficient. It's a good number. We can live with that. Thank you for listening, guys.
Hello, you guys. My name is.
You want to address Mark, what are you saying?
Mark, I would agree. I think Uber's strategy is to try to get the price down to 65. That's why they're trying to push you to take some money.
Can we have that another discussion on the question?
I just wanted to say, I agree with you on that.
We will get to that.
We'll discuss that, let's just summer and then we'll add.
He told me to say something.
You know, it's good, you know, when the cookies is hot in the pan, that's the time they can be really, really good. So you put it in your mouth and smell. So that's good, okay? But we'll discuss it later. Hold your thoughts, and then we have. Just write it down. We hope you don't forget it, please.
Okay, guys, my name is Remo. I'm the one who's responsible for the Facebook page. It's called DFW Uber Partners Union. Okay, this is the best way to have a channel of communication together. It's not only for the Uber Black or SUV drivers, it's all for XL Select. So we need to encourage all the people to join this page. It's a good way of communication. If there is any events coming, we're gonna let you know through this page. And that's it. There's some people who go to this page after the strike and they have a negative opinion about that. We got our rights and we just do whatever we want and we don't care about select people or X people. This is not true. We just make the first step of win and we're gonna go ahead more and more. Okay, there is a plan for a new strike on October 16. We need to tell everybody about this strike. We need to encourage people to join this strike. Their demands is very good. They need to raise the price of Uber X. They need to raise the price of Uber Select. They need to do a lot of things good. So we need to join this strike. It's not for Uber X only or XL. It's for all the drivers all over the state. It's not even here in Texas. It's all over the state. So we need to encourage them. Okay. Good luck, guys.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone.
Thank you.
Well, I'm just gonna start here. I'm gonna say my gratitude to Kirby and then LDFW people who started this thing, and everyone give them a hand, please. The reason why I'm starting with that, over 2 years ago, I've been talking about union. I've been thinking about something like this. Some people who's been with me, Waleed, some of my friends, I've been really frustrated. Okay, from the beginning, I foresaw all of this, what was doing to us today. But at the time, okay, like many of these guys, mentioned earlier, people were making $2,500 a week. Nobody cared. Okay, some of my best friends were saying, oh, why you complaining so much? Get out of here, why you complaining so much? But I knew this was gonna come. So for Kerbel, and everyone involved in, for laying the groundwork for us to get to this point right now, I couldn't thank them enough personally, because that is something, I couldn't, somehow do it. So again, once more, please give them a hand. And then as far as everyone else, okay, you don't have to be here to be a leader. Leadership doesn't require you, it's not a title. Somebody can call you leader, you do this, you do that. It's what you do behind a closed door. Okay, a lot of you guys see it, you calling people, you doing stuff. Like my man over there, I can't remember his name, but every time we ask him, he volunteered to do something. David, a lot of guys here, they're not here, you don't see them here. But every time, okay, they're taking their time away from family to do things. That's what leadership is all about, okay? People don't have to call you leader in order for you to be a leader. You just go out there, provide what you can, okay? I mean, some of these guys, again, Kerbel, you know how many times these guys are away from the airport, now working, okay? He's out there, fighting for all our causes. You guys have no idea, but I do, okay? I joined him a few months back, but he's been doing this over a year, okay? The reason why we won against Uber, okay, is a big part to what he did and how he got us there. Because, just myself, I try, I fail. I have to admit that. So the guy, he does a lot of stuff behind a closed door. Doesn't get paid for it. Okay, use his own car. Okay, Solomon's not here right now. Okay, last week he was telling me, okay, you guys don't know Solomon, he's a kind of quiet guy, he doesn't speak a lot. But the man also, he told me, Hakeem, I have to make a lot of money. I haven't made no money in the last 2 weeks. I believe him, because you know what Solomon does? Every time fighting for our causes. Whenever something has to be done, he goes here, goes there, make a copies, do this, do that. All these people are doing that for all our, for all of us. That's the reason why we're here today. So as far as Uber, what we need to do going forward, okay, I have a few recommendations. We need to get this going. Some of my idea was, we do this kind of stuff once a month. Okay, we start pitching. I said $20 a week. Theo said it was too much. Whatever you guys agree, my idea is not the best. It may not be the best idea. No one has a monopoly on a great idea. Everyone has a good idea at a time. Sometimes you may have a better idea on certain topics than me. That's okay. Come on. Okay, tell me what's your best idea. Just you have to come up. You have to tell people what do you think. You have to contribute somehow. Whatever whatever is your idea. So I say $20. We do that every month. Okay. I can get if we have 200 strong, $20 a month, $20 a week. Okay, or $10 a week. That's $40 per person. $40. If you cannot come with $40 a month, yeah, I'm sorry, something's not right. So, but anyway, yeah, we can all do that. That's about $4,000 a month. Okay, $4,000 a month, we can hire lawyers. Okay, some of my ideas again was, okay, if this is too much, you guys let me know. If I'm going crazy, don't hesitate to tell me, Hakeem, you're going crazy. Whenever Uber terminates someone gets punished by Uber. Okay, somebody did something, not deserve it and get terminated or get suspended. We help the person, okay, 30% of whatever his weekly, wages were, previous 2 weeks, 30%. Okay, let's say the person earns $1,000 a week. If Uber fires him, okay, something, we can defend, because we're not going to defend if it's something stupid. But if something, Uber decided to, fire you or terminate you, we're going to pay 30% of your weekly wages. Okay, meaning we're going to pay you $300 for the next 4 weeks until we get you situated. At the same time, we fire you on your behalf. These are some of my ideas, just so we can stay strong. $10 a month is not going to everybody can benefit from this. You only have to do $40 a month, $80 a month, okay? 10, 20, whatever we all agree on. Okay, and also as far as going on the strike on the 16th, before we go on the strike, okay, you don't go on the strike just for the sake of strike. You go on the strike with a demand. We make an offer, we make a proposal to Uber. Here's what we need. 3 things. This is nationwide. Okay, Uber is nationwide, so everything is different. Every market has, its problems. We go to Uber before we go any strike. We tell them these three things we want, A, B, C. Okay, you gotta wait. Either come, forward, whatever, give us what we want, or this day we're gonna strike. We give them a chance. We give them a chance to do something. And if they say they're not gonna do nothing about it, then we know what to do. We have to, have a conversation, open conversation. So we have to talk to them. And then if you guys have any ideas to add to that, please come forward. We have to talk to them first. We need this. We need Uber expert to be raised. My idea was from 85 cents to 160. Okay, some people say $2. You don't want to be unrealistic. It has to be within the realm of expectations. Certain things Uber is not going to take it. Even the city mayor of the Dallas tried certain things against Uber, they couldn't do it. So we have to be realistic. 150, 160 is reasonable. Okay, that's part of it. Uber Select, we said $2.50 to $3. Okay, and Uber Black still as it is, $3.45 or $3.43. And then Uber doesn't give us nothing, then we can do what we want to do. But we cannot model what we do in Dallas here, to California or to New York. It's different market, it's different system, everything is different. So we have to be realistic. And some people say we have to keep Uber X completely. That's not realistic. We're not going to get that done. Okay, so it's an idea. Okay, it's a good idea, maybe, but Uber X is here. They have reason to be here. They want to make money. Just like we want to make money. What if Uber X people say, let's keep Uber Black? We're not going to be happy about that. So we all have reasons. We have to be realistic. And again, sometimes you're not going to get your way. Your ideas may not get implemented, but don't get frustrated. Because sometimes my ideas, this guy tell me, you know what, Hakim, you crazy. That's too much. That's too low. That's too this, too that. Okay, don't get frustrated. Because sometimes, you're not going to have everything you want. You're going to have a little bit of what you want, and then you fight for the next day. You fight for the next day. For the next day. So, but again, okay, this number looks good here. It can be much, much better. Okay, I'm not going to beat you guys down because you guys showed up. But your friends who didn't come, please talk to them nicely. Tell them, hey, look here. Okay, you see what we did last week? It was because of the numbers. This number has quadruple. Okay, more people, more force. Just remember that. The bigger we are, the stronger we get. Right. Thank you, guys.
Can I speak for a moment?
Introduce yourself. Why don't you just introduce yourself? Introduce yourself.
Good.
That's what it is, everybody.
How many minutes I get?
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
That's it.
Then I should be sitting over here. 5 minutes.
What is it?
All right, thanks for coming, gentlemen. I'm sorry being late here. We have to work. Uber is not the only one. We have to have, support our own means. So anyway, I was late. And while I was in the airport, I have to wait for my pickup, and I said, let me go see what is the. I open the apps to see what's going on, and I see a lot of cars, and I go in the B, and individually I check a lot of drivers. What are you doing here? What happened in the meeting? I'm not with the meeting. I'm not with the union. So the point here is, I think, of course, I don't know what they discuss about these different issues, but still we have to show the importance of the unity, the union. This is the first things before all these plans. Any plan you do, it's not going to work, period. If you open the apps, right now, believe it or not, in Terminal B, P4 point, it's too many cars black. Too many black cars. And after a successful event, when everybody appreciate that yes, the door is open, now we can hit the wall, now we can hit the Uber. What is this? We thought it's going to be a big crowd because everybody was cheered up, right? We are successful, we did lot. Uber is shaking, but this is not enough. So we have to educate everybody, talk to nicely, friendly, show them all the tools, means what we can achieve. It's not in a single day. If you see the American history, hundreds of years, when these civil rights came, not that long ago. The voting rights, when that came, not that long right? That's a few years ago. And now Obama is the president. See that? I mean, if we are united, we can do a lot of things. We can do a lot of things. And one very important thing is also in the meantime, we don't want to be three musketeers, okay? Whenever we see something, we have to talk. Whenever we hear something, we have to talk, okay? So these are the things. And also, we don't want to be three stooges, okay? That is very important. So we have in action, we have to prove what we are in reality. We have to understand which way we are going. A lot of people have a different opinion. Like, should we go this? Should we go that? Of course, we will collect those opinions. And we will consider, if necessary, if needs, we need the voting. That okay, if the majority of this says we're not going to work with Uber. All right, I'm not happy with that. I believe Uber is a big, strong company all over the world. Right now, I'm thinking to stay with Uber. But everybody says, no, we are not Uber. Okay, if everybody says for the union, if everybody says we are not working with Uber, we're going to open another one, I'm fine with that. We want to be in union. If we are in the strong union, we can achieve a lot. So those things will come, not, everybody's, we want everybody sharing their opinion, what's in your mind, openly. And I'm sure, Kibel, they also arrange something for question and answer, or if anybody wants have something to share, I will on behalf of, I am welcome to them if anybody has anything to talk as far as the union also. And the other very important things about, of course, those are the things, the opinion, what we can do, how we can do, what we can achieve. Everybody one has a, but I will first, the most, what I will emphasize is our strong unity. Strong unity. And thanks that, first of all, before I'm sorry, thanks to them first, this union who started 3 years ago. I mentioned that, I don't know you agree or not. These guys when we are working, making money, they were being in the DFW. When we are working, making money, they were in the city hall. What, for what? Is that for in their pockets? Do you think they got something? No, they're for us. And when it benefits, for us, this kind of, it's going to benefit all. We're going to get, the fruits of that, later on. So they have been doing last 3 years, and they invited a lot of us. We didn't join or we didn't give the importance. When these things happened last week, so everybody we have to be united now. That's how now we're united, and we feel the importance. And another things, all these, this is also thanks to Uber one letters, that thanks for bringing us in the FIFO. Because if you wouldn't be in the FIFO that, in field, today wouldn't be that easy way of collecting all the information and getting together. DFW, and they make us, to put in that. But ultimately, they're going to work something, how they're going to do better in their numbering, positioning, all these that they are working on to move. That's we're not going to discuss moving to Terminal A. They are talking about. So those are different things. But anyway, thanks that we are all united by race, color, religion. We sit down, we talk, share our, everything. And hopefully, if we all work together, we can achieve. It's not, I told on that day, Mr. Lee, that this black car is the image of Uber. You agree or not? In every city you started, you didn't start Uber with the Uber X, right or wrong?
Right.
Laughing. There's laughing, no answer. So Uber X started when? when the people's demand or something, they price-wise, they are working on it, so they go say, okay, we need a lower version, then they start Uber X. But that doesn't mean, which I told him, that doesn't mean that you're gonna now degrade those, our standard Uber, which is a famous nationwide all over, their prestigious service, limo service. First you start as a limo service. Now you are lowering the price, means you're gonna downgrade the customer service. No way we can afford to give them or come with a suit and tie. No way we can afford to laundry. No way we can afford to give them water. So what will happen? At the end, we're going to be all going down. We're not going to be able to give them special, So those are the things, if we are united, believe it or not, like I asked him, what is Excel? What is Select? Two questions I asked on that one day. Where from you get Excel and Select? Blanca. Okay. When you first put that, it was a Select was high-end vehicle, right? Expensive. They are the ones should be on that. But then some of our driver, when they said we are not making money, Uber get a chance, push them to Select and Excel, right or wrong? Right. I mean, I get email. Why did you join? You're not working at night. You don't work Select. Take Select. You make more money. So a lot of people get those from the Uber, right? So actually, Select and Excel, they don't have any. It's a classification, price-wise classification. But a category of car, like Uber X, small car, black and SUV, bigger. So there should be anything in between. So those things we can talk, we can negotiate. A lot of things. The tips